Batting cleanup for Alameda, the catcher, number 3, Aiden Sakai. Batting fifth.
Welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Pat Bale Field. I'm Kieran Costa taking you through some Sunday night baseball here at the College of Alameda. The Anchors play an out-of-league contest against the Novato Knicks. The Anchors coming off sweeping a twin bill yesterday on the road against Head First Baseball, gaining 2 huge games in the BACL hunt.
And batting ninth for the Anchors, the second baseman,
Harry Tews will take the mound for the Anchors today as they're
the starting pitcher,
wearing their
the starting pitcher for the
dark blue jerseys.
42, Harry Tews.
And on the other end, the Novato Knicks wearing red, and we're just about ready for baseball here from the College of Alameda. Ansel Carson steps in, and the first pitch of the ball game is called a ball by home plate umpire Matt Felder. Ansel Carson, Nico Tejada, and Joey Taddy will be the 3 to bat here in the first inning. First pitch, 6:22 p.m. with the game time temperature of 68 degrees here from the East Bay. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man, Carson, and he takes a fastball over the inside corner. It's 1-2. Tews, the right-handed pitcher, sets at the belt and delivers a 1-2 pitch. Bounce towards third. Bliscoe slides, snags it, throws to first, pulls Telehill off the bag, and an infield single for Carson to lead off the ball game. Bliscoe slid over and made the play, but his throw not in time to get Carson.
Shortstop, number 5, Nico Tejada.
Brings up Nico Tejada, the shortstop. Tews now out of the stretch. Checks the runner at first and fires. It's popped up foul down the first base line and out of play. After Tejada will be Joey Taddy, hits third and plays first base. Joey Lovelace, the right fielder, bats cleanup. Riley Cronin, Jake Moore, Eli Hancock, John Holtz, and Brendan Herter round out the 9 for the Knicks today. Next one is in on the hands and popped foul again down the first base line. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Tews is low. Nice block by Aiden Sakai. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The defense behind him, Telehill plays first. Marcus Jang and Kai Home up the middle. Chris Bliscoe gets the nod at third base. Aiden tackles Carson Vance and Connor Hennings left to right for Derek Livingston's Anchors. The 1-2. Curveball misses outside, 2-2. The Knicks coming 17-11 overall. They're in first place in the NTPBL. The Anchors, the first place squad in the BACL. That one's grounded foul down towards the Anchor dugout down the third base line, and the battle continues at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nico Tejada, the Sonoma State Seawolf, sends that one out towards right. Hennings coming on, still coming on, and he makes the catch as he crosses into foul ground. Then there's one away.
Batting third, first baseman, number 32,
Joey Taddy from the College of Marin. Currently uncommitted for the upcoming year. Tews' first pitch is a called strike. Home plate umpire Matt Felder, Keith Baker in the field today. Two's making his first appearance for the Anchors very late in the summer for this Alameda squad. There goes the run of the pitch outside. Sakai's throw in. Ooh, gets away from Marcus Jang, and into second with a stolen base is Carson. The throw was on line and in time from Sakai, just in and out of the glove of Jang, and it's a stolen base.
Not too far to second base, I believe.
So a runner now in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Knicks looking to strike first. That one's fouled straight back to the screen. The 0-2 from Twos is popped towards Hennings again. Ranging towards the line, he's under it, he makes the catch. Tagging is Carson, heading towards throw. Hennings' throw is cut off by the shortstop home. So Carson moves up to third. And now with 2 outs, that brings up the cleanup hitter, Joey Lovelace.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 34, Joey Lovelace.
Lovelace gets the nod in right field today. Another Sonoma State player, as many of the Novato Knicks are. First pitch from Twos is up and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Just getting started, top half of the first from Alameda, the Anchors, and the Knicks. The 1-0 is a mile-high pop-up right side of the infield. Telly Hill settles under it. Right on the line, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Nothing across for the Knicks, with the Anchors coming up in the bottom half. The Anchors come up to bat in the last of the first after Twos threw up a 0 in the top half of the inning. Isaiah Landry, Kai Home, and Aiden Teclis the 3 to get it started against Hogan Weaver. Weaver, the big right-hander, delivers. And the first one's a called strike to Isaiah Landry. The 0-1 to Isaiah is called strike 2 over the outside corner. Weaver coming directly over top with his delivery. Sets at the belt.
from Richmond.
Raises the hands high and delivers the 0-2 to Landry. Curveball line back up the middle. Coming on is Tejada, and he can't make the play, and it goes into center field. And it's a leadoff single for Isaiah Landry. Just a soft line drive straight back through the middle.
Number 5, Kai.
Even if Tejada fielded it cleanly, I don't know if he would have had a play at first base. And either way, Isaiah's on with a leadoff single and speed on the bases to start the ball game. From the slide step, the first one to home is high for ball 1. Aiden Tackless and then Aiden Sakai, the catcher, bats cleanup. Give you the rest of the anchor lineup after the 1-0. Kai late on a fastball. It's 1-1. Sakai bats cleanup and catches. Hennings, the right fielder, bats 5th. Telly Hill 6th and plays 1st. Carson Vance in center. Chris Bliskel at 3rd. And Marcus Jang rounds out the 9 for Derek Livingston. The 1-1 to Kai home. It is a cold strike 2. 3 straight fastballs to start the at-bat for home. Home hitting around 300 in BACL play. Games like this, we don't have the stats for. A pick back to first, and Landry is there. The defense behind Weaver today, his battery mate will be Holtz, Taddy, Cronin, Tejada, and Carson. That's first to third. Hancock, Moore, and Lovelace left to right for the Knicks. Landry led off. Lost of the first with a single. Now a 1-2 to Kai home is outside 2-2. Anchors hit the road after this one, though. Play a pair against the Fresno A's. That's Tuesday and Wednesday. 1-2 to Kai home is fouled straight back to the screen. And the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hogan Weaver, another Sonoma State player. Delivers a 2-2 to home, who lines that one through the left side and into left field for a base hit. Landry moves up to second, and back-to-back singles to lead off the ball game for the Anchors. And they're in business with Aiden Tackless coming to the plate.
Batting third in the anchor lineup, the left fielder, number 44, Aiden Tackless.
The Anchors took 2 of 3 from Head First Baseball over the last 2 days. They lost here at home on Friday night before winning both games of a doubleheader at San Ramon Valley High School yesterday. Tackless takes way up high, and it's 1-0. Single, and that brings Tackless to the plate with runners at first and second. And Weaver yet to record an out here in the first inning. The lefty Tackless waits and takes high again. He's ahead 2-0. Two balls and no strike to Aiden Tackless, ahead in the count against Weaver. And it's a mile-high pop-up, but it's going to get out of play down the third base line. And now it's 2 balls and a strike. Anchor has hit the road for the next 4 games. They're not back home for what might be their regular season home finale coming up on the 25th. Tackless takes low, and he's way ahead, now 3-1. Throwing hard with, as I mentioned, just a straight over top delivery. Has a little hitch in his windup, but working out of the stretch now with runners at first and second. Tackless waits on a 3-1 and drives one out towards center. Chasing more back, still back. He's going to make the catch. Landry tags and heads towards Third, the throw is cut off. So home stays at first. So Tackless hits the ball hard, lines out to center field, and now Landry, the first run of the ball game, stands 90 feet away for the cleanup man and catcher, Aiden Sakai.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 3, Aiden Sakai.
Sakai playing in his last game for the Anchors this 2023 summer. Takes the first one outside. Taking the next half month off to get ready for the college season coming up for Aiden. Gets the nod behind the dish today in what could be his last appearance. Home dives back to first on the pickoff attempt. Sakai, one of the younger guys on the squad, just finished up his last year of high school, and as he drives that one down the right field line, foul. One ball and one strike to Aiden. Slightly open stance from the right side. Weaver delivers. Sakai lines it to second into center field. Home goes from first to third. The throw will be late and cut off. 3 singles in the inning. Sakai picks up the RBI, and it's 1-0 Alameda. A bullet right back up the middle from Sakai. Home trades places with Landry at third, and it's 1-0.
Batting fifth, right fielder, number 26, Connor Hennings.
Hennings cuts and misses. At the first one, he's behind 0-1. A first pitch breaking ball this time from Weaver. A pick back to first, Sakai back standing up. The 0-1 pitch is a weak grounder towards third. Coming on is Carson. He throws to second on a hop. They're going to get the force out of Sakai. A nice play by Riley Cronin, the second baseman, to not let that throw go into center field. So Sakai is erased on the fielder's choice. The run comes in to score, and the Anchors double their lead. It's now 2-0. Henning picks up the RBI.
First baseman, number 6, Telly Hill.
So a fielder's choice and an RBI for Hennings. And that brings up the power bat of Telly Hill, who takes a big hack and a miss at the first one. Cut on and missed again, and Hill's quickly behind 0-2. 3 singles and a fielder's choice has yielded 2 Alameda Anchor runs as they jump on the Knicks. Harry Twos will head back out there now with a 2-run cushion. The 0-2. Hill spoils it foul down the third base line and stays alive. Caught on and missed by Hill into the glove, and the inning is over. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. We move to the second. The Anchors leading the Knicks 2-0. Pick up top half of the second inning. Twos retired the first hitter via strikeout looking. So there's one down here in the top half of the second. It's 2-2 on Jake Moore, the center fielder, after Cronin went down as he was rung up by home plate umpire Matt Felder. Here it's ball 4. And the first walk issued on the day by Harry Twos. And there's a runner at first with one man out.
Batting for the Knicks, left fielder, number 50, Eli Hancock.
Eli Hancock, the next to bat. Anchors infield, plays for 2. That one's driven out towards left. Tackless over, settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, number 22, John Holtz.
That brings up John Holtz, the backstop today for the Knicks. The first pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Yeah, pick back to first. The 0-1, runner goes, it's bounced towards Kai home. Fields pumps and fires in time. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We move to the last of the second.
No hits.
2-0 Anchors. Carson Vance led off the inning with a strikeout looking as we play here in the last of the second inning. Chris Bliscoe and Marcus Jang due up next. The 1-2 to Bliscoe. Curveball stays high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
They're right on the right side, rolling wrong right side. Caleb Villa's after me.
As Chris fouls it. As balls hit our camera, and so we're working on that. That's out number 2 as Bliscoe goes down looking. Tough call. Chris doesn't agree. Got people working on that cameras. Chris Bliscoe's foul ball hit it straight on the lens.
Caleb Velo.
And it's knocked it sideways. Caleb Velo.
They just randomly put Marcus Jang must be hitting the 10th one.
Takes strike 1. Velo up. And he takes a called strike. Velo and then Jang will hit 10th. The Anchors looking to just get as many guys up there as they can in an out-of-league game. So both coaches happy really hitting whoever they would like. But 2-2 to Velo is outside. Or beg your pardon, now that makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Vance and Bliscoe both went down looking to start the inning. We've battled through some technical difficulties here, but we play in the bottom of the second. And it's popped up towards right. And the play is made and the inning is over. So down go the Anchors. In the second, we head to the third. Anchors lead it 2-0.
Call 2.
Top half of the third inning, 2's back out there, and he misses up and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. One's cut on and missed. It's 1-1. Anchor's not home for 9 days. Well, they will finish out the regular season. Aiden tackleless range is over, and he can't make the play down in foul ground. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. They'll play the NorCal Warriors here July 25th. So come out to Pat Bale Field for what could be the last time on this 2023 summer. That one clips the outside corner. He struck him out looking. The second K on the day for twos.
Batting 10 for the Knicks, extra hitter, number 7, Jaden Hong-Chu.
Hong-Chu steps in, the lefty, the extra hitter. We saw this in the Independence Day tournament. And in this out-of-league contest in summer ball, you just want to get as many guys as you can in at bat. And Hong-Chu takes, called strike 1 to even the count at a ball and a strike. Anchor's got 2 in the first, courtesy of RBIs from Aiden Sakai and Connor Hennings. Harry Twos looking to hold that lead as long as he can as he misses here outside. It's 2-1. That one's outside again, and now it's 3-1. Top of the order, and Ansel Carson waiting on deck. That one is outside for ball 4, a very close pitch, and that brings up Carson after the 1-out walk.
The batter for Romano, third baseman, Ansel Carson.
Ansel Carson singled and stole a base back in the first inning. Popped up, left field. Home is over, Bliscoll's over, and it's going to be the shortstop Home who makes the catch in very shallow left field. And there's 2 down. For Nico Tejada, the shortstop, flew out to Hennings and right back in the first inning.
Shortstop Nico Tejada.
Twos looking to find the rhythm here. A man on in all 3 innings. Single in the first and walks in the second, and now here in the third. Has escaped all of them unscathed. The first one misses for a ball. It's 1-0. That one's fouled in and out of the glove of Sakai, and we're even out of ball and a strike. Sunday evening baseball here from the East Bay. We did get started just a little bit late. First pitch 6:20 instead of the scheduled 6 o'clock. The 1-1, a called strike at the knees, and Twos is ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Sakai thought it was strike 3. But home plate umpire Matt Felder disagrees, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2 is bounced weakly foul down the third base side. So the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Nico Tejada. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hong T leads from first. Very short lead. The righty 2 stares in, delivers, and it's lined foul. First base side this time, and the battle continues. No other pitchers listed on the roster today. Jordan Bolden didn't get the start, so maybe he will come in to pitch in relief of Twos. The 2-2 is lined foul down the right field side. Francisco Aguayo also on the roster. We saw him pitch 5 shutout innings just a few games ago here at the College of Alameda. Dylan Lee, another option for Derek Livingston. But 2's working efficiently up until this point. The 2-2 came out swinging. Second K in the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left. 2.5 in the books from Alameda. The Anchors lead the Knicks 2-0. Last of the 3rd inning, Anchors on top of the Knicks 2-0. Jang, and then back to the top of the order in Isaiah Landry and Kai Home. Still facing Hogan Weaver. The Sonoma State Seawolves' first pitch is popped up foul by Marcus Jang. Jang awaits an 0-1 and takes up and away. It's a ball and a strike to Marcus. Playing second base today for Derek Livingston. Cisco Aguayo, one of their other middle infielders, doesn't get the start. We'll see if we see him loosing in the bullpen later. That one is a called strike, even though it's in and out of the glove of the catcher John Holtz. Either way, Jang's behind in the count 1-2. Right on right, Jang digs in from the right side. High set from Weaver. And delivers, and Jang takes outside, even up the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Marcus. The offer from Weaver is caught on and missed on a breaking ball. There's one away. It's the 4th strikeout of the ball game here in just the last of the 3rd inning. So Jang fooled on the breaking ball, and back to the top of the order in Isaiah Landry.
Designated hitter, Isaiah Landry.
Landry led off the ball game with a single. He would later come around to score on Aiden Sakai. Rabinaki takes a first pitch curve that stays high. It's 1-0. The Anchors and the Knicks on a Sunday evening from the College of Alameda. The 1-0, Landry takes a fastball in the dirt, and he's ahead 2-0. Landry ahead in the count, 2-0. Awaits the offer from Weaver. No action in either pen. Up and outside, and Landry now way ahead, 3-0. We'll see if Isaiah gets the green light at 3-0. He doesn't, and takes a fastball in there. It's 3-1. Not exactly the pitch you let loose on 3-0. Fastball over the inside corner. That one is ball 4. And so Landry draws the walk. He's on base for his second time today, and that brings up Kai home. Landry, a threat to run. Landry tripled 3 times in yesterday's doubleheader. That one was at head first baseball. We'll see if they send him here. The first pitch to home, not running, is outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Aiden Tackless out on deck. Home awaits a 1-0. That one is way high. It's 2-0. And command struggle for Weaver here in the last of the third. Landry leads off first. Home cuts and misses. It's 2-1. A big hack from the Anchor shortstop. Slightly open stance from the right side for home. Landry leads away from first with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. The 2-1 is a curveball way inside, 3-1. Even out of the stretch, Weaver has a little hitch at the bottom of his delivery. We'll see if Landry can get a read on it and go. Very short lead. The 3-1 not running is high ball 4. Back-to-back walks to the top of the Anchor order. And Aiden Tackless comes in again with the runners at first and second, just like he did in the first. As that time he hit a hard line drive to center field. Caught by Moore, but Landry did advance. We'll see if he can move that runner to third yet again. Aiden Sakai, the RBI man, waits on deck. Tackless grounds it towards second and through the right side. Landry's going to be sent. The throw from Loveless is not in time, and Landry scores from first on the ribby single from Aiden Tackless. Moving to third is Kai Home, and it's 3-0 Anchors. Back-to-back walks, and then Aiden Tackless jumps on the first one he sees and pulls it through the right side hole.
And your catcher, Aiden Sakai.
And that brings up Sakai. RBI single back in the first. Has a chance to do that yet again. Big hole on the right side. As Taddy holds the runner at first. He grounds this one to second, could be 2. High hop to Cronin, goes to second for 1. The relay to first, in time to get him. And the Knicks turn the twin killing. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the 4th inning with the Anchors now leading 3-0. The heart of the Knicks order: Joey Taddy, Joey Loveless, and Riley Cronin at 3, 4, and 5. As that one's grounded foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Anchors put up 2 in the first, courtesy of a Sakai RBI single and a Hennings fielder's choice, and then tacked on one more as Tackless pulled one through the right side, scoring Landry for the second time. This one's popped up. Sakai drifting over, and it's in and out of his glove, and it drops foul. Sakai looked like he had a beat on it, and it just popped in and out of his glove. So the count holds at no balls and 2 strikes. That one, a high fastball, laid off by Joey Taddy. The 0-2 is a mile-high pop-up, very shallow center field. Coming on to make the catch is Carson Vance, and there's one away. Aiden Sakai saved an error as Harry Twos works around with just 2 extra pitches. Joey Taddy. That goes to the P8, and the other Joey is Loveless, and he steps in from the right side. Two's just ready and waiting for him to dig in. And now they're both ready. The first one, just off the corner, 1 ball and no strikes. That one's low as well, and Two's behind, 2 balls and no strikes. Riley Cronin, the second baseman, a strikeout victim, waits on deck. Wide open stance from the right side for Loveless, who grounds it foul back to the screen. It's 2-1. The 2-1. A breaking ball stays up above the zone, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. That one fouled off the mask of Sakai, and filler up. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Joey Taddy flew out to start the inning. The cleanup man, Loveless, has worked a full count against Twos, who walks behind the mound, rubs up the baseball, giving his catcher Aiden Sakai to gather himself after getting clipped in the mask. The 3-2 is low ball 4. The third walk issued by Harry Twos, only giving up 1 hit. But a walk in the second, third, and fourth, all coming with 1 out. He's escaped the other 2 innings. Looks to do the same here. Riley Cronin was rung up by Matty Felder his first time up. That one finds the outer edge, and Twos has gotten ahead of all 3 he's faced here this inning. That one clips the inside corner. Nice frame job by Sakai to bring it back. Riley Cronin, beg your pardon, disagrees. He's behind 2's 0-2. Jang, the second baseman, shaded up the middle, playing for 2. Telly Hill holding the runner on at first. It's grounded towards third. Bliscoe plays a high hop, goes to second for 1. Jang's turn to first. Not in time. Ball was not hit very hard. Bliscoe did everything he could. And so they get the lead runner Wallace. Cronin's aboard on the fielder's choice, and that brings up Jake Moore.
Center fielder Jake Moore.
Moore walked in the second inning, was stranded at first base. Two's looking to strand his 4th runner in as many innings. Sets at the belt. Delivers. It's driven out towards center. Vance under it, coming on, and he makes the running catch. His side is retired. No runs, no hits, one left. 3.5 in the books. The Anchors in control. They lead it 3-0. Connor Hennings takes a curveball in there for strike one. Connor, an RBI fielder's choice his first time through. Connor takes low. It's a ball and a strike.
So it's going a one-hitter.
5, 6, and 7 due up. Telly Hill and Carson Vance to follow Hennings, who takes low, and it's 2-1. Anchors hit the road for 2 up in Fresno against the Fresno A's. And they face the Seals on the road, and then they're finally back home 9 days from now for what may be your final chance in the 2023 summer to come out to the College of Alameda and see them play. And then the playoffs coming up just about 2 weeks from today. Hennings takes up an outside filler, up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two offer. Hennings. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's grounded out towards shortstop. The play is made. Not in time as Hennings beats it out. The camera has once again, for 2 times in the same game, been hit by the baseball. It goes as an infield single for Connor Hennings. And that back up.
First baseman, Telly Hill.
That brings up Telly Hill. So Hennings singles, he's aboard. Leadoff man on for the second time, and that brings up the University of Pacific first baseman, Telly Hill. Hill played in the CCL last summer, down in the BACL. He struggled with injuries last year at the University of Pacific. He's behind 0-1. He takes high and tight. It's now a ball and a strike. Hennings led off the inning with a single. He is at first.
Thank you, Blue.
Hey, your pardon, now 2 balls and no strikes, and that one hits Tully Hill, and there's runners at first and second with nobody out. The anchor is trying to extend what's already a 3-0 lead. So single and hit by pitch.
The batter for the Anchors, center fielder Carson Vance.
That brings up Carson Vance, was a strikeout victim his first time through. Has a chance for an RBI with a man at second and still nobody out. He hits a in on the hand, shallow center. And in to make the play is Moore. The first out is retired. The runners have to hold.
Stepping to the plate for Alameda, the third baseman, Chris Bliscoe.
And that brings up Chris Bliscoe, the third baseman tonight, as Vance is out P8. Bliscoe also went down looking as one of the 2 strikeout victims back in the second inning. BACL action, Deep Roots lead the Game Prep Trojans 7-3. That one is called strike 1 by Felder as it have clipped the bottom of the zone. The Anchors hit a 13-5 in league play. That holds a full 2-game lead over Deep Roots baseball, and then 2.5 over the West Coast Kings squad. The Admirals and Legends also 2.5 back. Deep Roots, though, could pull within a game and a half of the Anchors with a win today, as they lead it 7-3, and the Anchors not in BACL action today. Big swing by Bliscoe, but he comes up empty. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Henning singled, Hill hit by a pitch, Vance popped out to center, and now Bliscoe comes up with 2 on and 1 out. That's a very nice play by Riley Cronin. Ranging into the hole, it looked like it was bound for right field. Instead, Cronin runs down the 1 hopper, throws out Bliscoe. The runners do advance to second and third on the play. So Henning's at third, Hill at second, now 2 away for Caleb Velo. First one misses to Caleb. He is ahead 1-0. The extra hitter, 10th hitter, is waiting on a 1-0. That fastball misses below the zone as well.
Number matches the spot in the order.
Marcus Jang, the Wesleyan Cardinal shortstop, would be next. That one gets away from Holt, but not far enough for Hennings to go. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. Three balls and no strikes to Velo, who takes ball 4. A 4-pitch walk, and now Marcus Jang has a chance with the bases juiced.
Now batting the second baseman, Marcus Jang.
Jang struck out swinging his first time up. Jang up with the bases loaded. The Anchors trying to extend what's already a 3-0 lead. Marcus takes called strike 1. Steps out, not pleased with the call from home plate umpire Matt Felder. Bases full of Anchors. A single hit by pitch and a walk have him full. Jang cuts and misses. He's late on a fastball from Weaver. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Orca is one of the few anchors playing at a four-year university coming into this season. Telly Hill out at second base. Another one. The 0-2 to Jang is spoiled foul down the first base line. Jang battling behind 0-2 to Weaver. Outfield plays him straight up. Big hole up the middle. That one is a called strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and the Anchors leave him loaded. We move right along to the 5th inning in a 3-0 ball game.
Another song for you.
Hancock takes a cold strike 1 to lead off the top of the 5th inning. Harry Toe's working quickly. His 0-1 is cut on and missed with the breaking ball, and he's way ahead, 0-2.
My cousins are from Los Altos, and they Los Altos Hills, I guess, and they were all into Led Zeppelin and Leonard Skinner.
So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Twos takes a deep breath, fires an 0-2. Grounded to Telly Hill at first. Spins, throws, and Harry Twos wins the race to the bag. Very good job of fielding his position from the Anchors pitcher. He wins the race to the bag, and there's one down. The putout goes 3-1. A very nice play by Telly Hill as well. Ranging to the glove side, spins and fires.
John Holtz.
A strong defensive play on both ends, and that brings up John Holtz, the Novato Nick backstop. He swings first pitch and pops it up first base side. Hill ranging over, and he'll run out of room as it drops onto that dugout roof. Either way, Toe's ahead again. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Herder, the designated hitter, waits on deck.
Country Day at the Park. It's cool. Country Day at the Park. Sunday night food game.
Yo, 1. That's in there, 0-2. 5 consecutive in the zone from the Anchors starter.
What do we have?
Twos delivers the 0-2, and it's fouled off. It stays 0-2.
Fresno Pacific.
Another 0-2 offer is lined towards right center field. That's a base hit. No one's going to get to it. But it's cut off by Vance. It skips by him, but right behind him to clean it up is Connor Hennings, and it's a hearted single, the first hit since the first batter of the ball game, for that matter. Just a second in the affair for the Novato Knicks. And after retiring the leadoff man in innings 2 through 5, the second runner has gotten on base for the Knicks, have not converted it into a run.
So it's pretty interesting that this guy's back at his old college field. College doesn't exist anymore. That's interesting. 150.
The 0-1 is low. Nice block by Sakai.
The story was that they were around for 154 years. Obviously not baseball, but they were women's school for quite a few decades. More recently, had very competitive teams for
Twos delivers.
So it must be kind of weird putting the two back. You see he's going
It misses. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Fresno Pacific. Cool. In the same league, I believe.
That one's grounded to first. Hillfield goes to second for 1. Twos gets to the bag, but throw in time. And a great defensive inning from Harry Twos and Telly Hill, as the anchor infield rolls the double play. Halfway home here in Alameda. 3-0. Anchors on top of the Knicks. Top half of the anchor order will try and extend what's a 3-0 lead, as Hogan Weaver heads out for his 5th inning of work, but action behind him in the bullpen. A righty up for the Knicks. Landry, first pitch swinging, lines it hard back to the screen.
And look out where you're hitting that baseball.
It's 0-1. Landry singled and scored in the first, walked and scored in the third. Followed by Kai Home and Aiden Tackless. a very high set, and the pitch is fouled off. It's 0-2. Landry finished up at Clayton Valley Charter High School, where he played with Jordan Bolden, and is heading off to Alabama State this coming fall.
First 2 years in Australia.
The 0-2 is popped up, right side. 3 Knicks come together, and it's Riley Cronin, the second baseman, who makes the play to get Landry, the first time they've retired him all night. That brings up Kai Holmes, single and a walk himself, the top half of the Anchor order. Has set him up nicely 2 times.
Go KH.
Home waits on the first pitch and takes well off the corner. It's 1-0. Last half of the 5th inning, the Yankees leading 3-0. That one a called strike at the knees. It's 1-1.
And God bless America.
No runs on 2 hits. Neither team has made an error. 3 runs on 5 hits. All 5 of those have been singles, though, for the Yankees hitters playing small ball.
Otherwise, everybody's going to stand there and see.
That one is poked down the right field line, hooking foul. So that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kai Holmes singled in the first, scored, was left at second in the 3rd inning. Takes high, filler up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on the full count delivery from Weaver. Home lines it foul back to the screen. Deep Roots has beaten Game Prep by the final of 7-3, as here Home waves at a breaking ball in the dirt, and there's 2 away. Anchors at 13-5 in league play. That's best for top of the BACL. That brings in Aiden Tackless, who lined out to center and picked up a ribby single in his 2 trips. Strikeout number 5 for Weaver, who delivers a first pitch strike. Tackless hitting .393 in BACL play. That one, though, is a very nice diving play by Eli Hancock. But the home plate umpire, Matt Felder, is going to rule that it was just trapped out and left. So the sinking line drive from Tackless is a single. Hancock did all he could, went into a headlong dive out in left field, but could not snag the baseball before it hit the ground. So Aiden Tackless is at first with a 2-out single. That, of course, does not go towards his BACL batting average.
Catcher Aiden Sakai.
That brings up Aiden Sakai, who has an RBI single in the first and then bounced into a double play in the 3rd. That's Tackless' second single of the ball game, the Anchor's 6th. And Weaver, who's been struggling with command here in the middle innings, has started all 4 Anchors he's faced with the called strike 1. Tackless leads away from first. Not running, the pitch is a breaking ball, and now it's 0-2 to Aiden Sakai.
Somebody's ready down here.
The 0-2. Sakai emergency hack fouls it off down first base line, and it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Outfield shaded just a tiny bit towards left for Sakai, who lines that one towards right. Moving over is Loveless. He makes the play, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We rolled to the 6th in a 3-0 ball game.
1 hit.
Jaden hung 2 and then back to the top of the lineup, and Carson and Tejada will face 2s out for his 6th inning of work. And he has no one up behind him in the bullpen. Derek Livingston looking to stretch him as long as he can go. Drops a breaking ball in there, and it's quickly 0-2. Twos has been ahead of almost every batter he's faced. And struck him out swinging. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and we head back to the top in Ansel Carson.
Third baseman, Ansel Carson.
He faced four batters.
Strikeout number 4.
And then last inning 3. He faced
Every inning but the first. The second man has gotten on against twos. He'll look to change that by retiring Carson, who's singled to lead off the ball game. Still a second was left there.
Nice way to do it.
Carson, the only man to get into scoring position for the Knicks, and that was 3 pitches into the game. Yet to find anyone out at second base or further since. That one misses outside, and it's 2-0.
If he wants to.
Carson waits on a 2-0 and takes a breaking ball in there. It's 2-1.
Thanks.
Carson at Contra Costa College made All Bay Valley Conference first team last season, and here he fouls it straight back to the screen. And it's 2-2. Top of the 6th, the Anchors jumped out from 2 in the first and tacked on another in the third. They hold a 3-0 lead. The 2-2 is spoiled foul over the third base dugout, and the battle stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nico Tejada, the shortstop, waits on deck.
Pete Boyle just getting all the baseball.
2-2. Grounded to short. Home. Fields and fires in time.
Shortstop, Nico Tejada.
Tejada comes to the plate. With the bases empty and 2 men out, Two's looking to retire the side in order for the first time all ball game. As a runner reached in the first 5, beg your pardon. This one is a fastball in off the corner, 1-0.
Driving my life away. Guaranteed.
The 1-0 offer just below the zone. It's 2-0. The righty sets at the belt, takes a deep breath and fires. It's bounced on one hop to Jang, who snags it on the tough hop, throws to Hill, and 1, 2, 3 go the Knicks in the 6th. 5.5 in the books with the Acres still up 3-0. Connor Hennings, Telly Hill, Carson Vance are going to look to add to the lead off of the starter Weaver. Out to pitch the 6th. There was action last inning in the pen for the Knicks. No one up anymore. It's now 2-0 on Connor Hennings.
Probably ready to go. Ready to go. If anybody gets on, it'll probably be out.
That one's popped out towards right. Cruising over to make the catch for the first out is Loveless. So the first out is retired. Connor Hennings pops out to right. That brings up Telly Hill, who's struck out and been hit by a pitch. He sends a mile-high pop-up to right center. Loveless coming together with Moore. It's going to be the center fielder Moore who sticks it and quickly 2 away.
Jordan Bolden, right?
Jordan Bolden is going to come off the bench to pinch hit for Carson Vance, whose night is done 0 for 2. He struck out looking and popped out to center.
Number 1, Jordan Bolden.
Chris Bliscoe out on deck. The first pitch to Bolden, he takes high for a ball. Bolden started one of yesterday's games. Had the first 5.5 innings of this one off, but is now into the game to pinch hit for Vance, and we'll see if he comes in to play center field as well. Still no action in the anchor pen. Twos will come out for the 7th. The pitch. Bolden takes a breaking ball that gets through the catcher, holds to the screen, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
So if he comes in to pitch, then Landry goes in the field to hit. You don't have a DH.
He started yesterday, so he's technically not pitching.
Bolden? Yeah. Oh, okay. So Landry might pitch. All the place in.
The 2-1 pitch to Jordan is a called strike as it clipped the outer corner, and we're even at 2-2.
Why went Lear here too? Okay, so they only had Bolden on the list. That makes a little more sense.
Big hole in right center. A 2-2 to Jordan is bounced towards short. Tejada fields and fires to get him. And the anchors go quietly in the 6th. 7th inning on the other side with the anchors leading 3-0. Harry Tewes' first pitch to Joey Taddy is fouled off.
It's in the middle of the football field now. Where the
Taddy's flown out to left and flown out to center. Jordan Bolden now in the game for Carson Vance, playing the center field position as Tewes tries a curveball, but it misses high, and the count's even at 1-1. The 1-1 is low, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Jordan Bolden in center field.
That one's grounded towards second. Jang can't make the play, and it's through into center field. A hard hit single. The leadoff man aboard for the second time. And Joey Taddy on for the first time, and that prompts action in the pen. Looks like Dylan Lee loosening down the left field line.
Right fielder Joey Lovelace.
We still haven't taken that doggone cup off.
So the leadoff man aboard, and the pitch is in there for a called strike 1. In the 6th now plus innings, they've had the leadoff man aboard twice. They've had traffic every inning but the 6th. The 0-1 offer is low. 1-1.
Friday, Isaiah ran right on top of it and tripped. Literally right after it. I was freaking. I was like, oh my God.
Chang plays one step towards the middle, trying to turn a pair. The pitch is caught on and missed. Twos blows a fastball right by him, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
He's back behind him. Not really good.
The second consecutive Joey in the lineup. It takes a changeup off the corner. It's 2-2.
He's not set when he's hitting.
The Anchors turned a double play to win the 5th. Looking to turn another one here. Caught on and missed. He struck him out. Late on back-to-back fastballs from Twos.
What are you working on this summer? That's where you are right now.
Second baseman,
That
Riley
brings up
Cronin.
Riley Cronin. Cronin struck out looking in the 2nd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th.
So he's got
Feet close together, he lines it to Blisco, who makes the catch, throws to first, and the inning is over. Twos walks off the mound after turning in 7 shutout frames. Time to stretch from the East Bay. The Anchors holding on to a 3-0 lead. Chris Blisco leads off the last of the 7th after making that nice snag and starting the double play to end the top half of the inning. Chris struck out looking and bounced to second. His first 2 times up here. Here he holds up on a check swing and the count's even at 1-1.
That comes out of ours. Dustin's not like Dustin, thank you. Dustin will often.
The 1-1 offer. Slider clips the outside edge, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
The ball was not working off of that game.
Weaver out for his 7th inning of work, and it started with a Chris Bliscoe single into right field. A great piece of hitting from Chris, who just pulled a fastball through the right side. The leadoff man aboard for the Anchors, and that's going to bring up Caleb Velo.
Now back in the EH, Caleb Velo.
Velo's flown out to right and walked. Dylan Lee up and loosening in the bullpen. Fouled back off the catcher, and it's 0-1 to Velo. Caleb, one of the few Anchor players who travel and stay with the host family to play for the ball club. He missed the beginning of the season coming over from out near Fresno, and now he's staying with the host family here in Alameda. He's behind in the count, 0-1 to Weaver.
Host family is not a scientific term, right?
That one misses, and we're even at 1-1. The Anchors trying to tack on to what's only a 3-0 lead. They threw up 2 in the first inning, 1 in the third, and there's been a lot of zeros since then. Twos has gone 7 shutout frames for the Anchors. Lee is ready in the bullpen if needed.
Weaver called earlier today that he was pitching today. For the Knicks.
Weaver's delivery is lined into center, sinking fast, and it dunks in for a hit. Bliscoe at the hole, the throw to second goes to the cutoff. So back-to-back singles to lead off the inning. The Anchors have 8 hits. All of them are singles, and that might be the end of the night for Weaver. Brett Kimmer, the head coach, takes the ball from Hogan Weaver, who leaves with runners at first and second and no one out here in the 7th. We'll give you all the details on the new pitcher on the other side. Brett Kimmer dips into his bullpen and pulls out Ernie Henderson. He'll be coming on in relief. of Weaver. Book not yet closed on Weaver, as he's responsible for the runners at first and second base. Jang takes low. It's 1-0. Marcus takes again. This one finds the outside corner. A fastball from Henderson evens the count at 1-1. Jang cuts and misses at a breaking ball. It's 1-2. We'll get you that final line score for the starter Weaver after the conclusion of this inning, as he's responsible for Bliscoe at second and Velo at first.
There's a Mariner. Called they're the Mariners. They call them the Mariners. Did I get it wrong? Did I say it wrong?
The 2-2 offer to Marcus is outside. Filler up 3-2. Top of the order, Isaiah Landry out on deck.
Will Landry be in Alabama when we play next?
3-2. Jang hits a one-hopper through the left side. Bliscoe has to hold it. The throw comes to the third. They might have him. It's offline. And 3 consecutive singles from the bottom of the order load the bases for Isaiah Landry. And this is just how you want to set up. Get everybody on base for the top half of the order.
9-7.
Isaiah has singled, walked, and popped out to the second baseman. Corners in for the Knicks. The middle plays for 2, willing to trade 2 outs for a run as they trail this one 3-0. Isaiah takes low and outside. It's 1-0.
Time to get ill.
9 hits for the Anchors, all of them singles. Neither team with an extra base hit all night. Landry looking to change that here after a 3 triple day yesterday. He grounds it up the middle. A nice grab by Cronin, who goes the short way to second. Cronin with another nice defensive play out at second base. The run scores to make it 4-0. Out at second base is Jang. Moving to third is Velo. And an RBI for Isaiah Landry on the fielder's choice. The second RBI fielder's choice for the Anchors on the evening. That brings up Kai Home, a single, a walk, and a K. With another insurance run now 90 feet away. And Caleb Velo, the throw to second! He's safe, calls Keith Baker. To the disgust of Lucas Schaefer, who's up out of the dugout for the Knicks, and Velo was caught a little too many steps off, but Keith Baker calls him safe. Another nice throw on the other end from Holtz. Holmes sends one out towards right. Coming on is Loveless. He's going to make the catch. Velo tags. Here comes the throw, and he's going to head back to third base. Another pick, and that hit him, and he's going to stay at third base. So it's an unprotected effort for Kai Home, who hit the ball hard. Hit a line drive to right. Velo did a little more than bluff. He was halfway up the line, but scampers back. The throw hit him.
Bottom side Bruce.
Left fielder. Hold on.
Who's up now? Who's that?
JP Boyle.
Your attention, please. For the Anchors, batting for the left fielder, tackless. Number 13, J.P. Boyle.
Watch the game up here.
J.P. Boyle comes off the bench to hit for Aiden Tackless. Tackless with 2 singles and an RBI on the evening. Well, watch the rest of it from the dugout and hope his squad can now hold what's a 4-run lead. Atticus Gonzalez has a bat and is just swinging somewhere down the left field line.
I don't get it. It's in live territory without a home run.
If Keith Baker was behind the dish, we'd have ourselves an altercation, as he had to warn the anchors 2 times about having too many players in the on-deck circle.
They just made a new on-deck circle on the backside.
It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Boyle. You'd assume Boyle would come in and play left field, as tackless as night is done. JP takes a breaking ball outside. It's 2-1. JP holds one of 2 home field home runs that the anchors have hit, as he very early in the season put one out over the right field line. Here he fouls it back to the screen, and it's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to JP Boyle, the second pinch hitter of the inning. The anchors lead it 4-0 here in the last of the 7th. Henderson out of the College of Marin fires, runner goes, Boyle grounds it to first, and it goes through to the second baseman Cronin, who throws it away. The run's going to come in to score. Landry goes to third. Livingston's going to send him there, but Landry is going to head back to third base. So the run scores, and there's runners at second and third now. And it's 5-0. It's an E4. Charge to the second baseman Cronin. Your official scoring will give JP Boyle an infield single. It was a very weak ground ball, sort of in no man's land between first and second base. So it's a single for Boyle, and an RBI, and an E4 lets him advance to second base. So that closes the book, and 5 runs, all of them earned. For Weaver, 8 hits, he K'd 6, walked 3, and hit a batter. That one's low, it's gonna get away, here comes Landry, here comes the tag, he's under it! No, he's not. He's called out by home plate umpire Matt Felder. I don't have a great view from up here. It looked like Landry scampered in under the tag, but the inning is over. 2 runs on 5 hits. Beg your pardon, 4 hits, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the 8th. The anchors tack on to make it 5-0. Dylan Lee comes in relief of Harry Tews, who's
inning.
Put on one hell of an outing tonight. 7 shutout frames for Derek Livingston.
Leading off the inning for the Nevada Knicks, center fielder Jake Moore.
And Jake Moore will lead it off. The first pitch is high for ball 1 from Dylan Lee.
He hit a home run yesterday. This guy did.
Moore homered yesterday for the Knicks, and this one he bounces to short. Home gloves it and it gets through into left field. Just right under the glove of Home, as we're sort of in between where the lights are full effect and the still light, and Home just could not come up with the baseball. It's an E6.
We're in error. Bolden remains in the game in center field. Sorry, Jordan. Moving left fielder Eli Hancock.
Jordan Bolden still in the game in center field. J.P. Boyle in to play left for Aiden Tackless.
That was an error.
That's an E6 on Kai Home. And the leadoff man aboard against Dylan Lee for Eli Hancock, who fouls a breaking ball off of Sakai. And it's 0-2. First error of the contest for the Anchors. They lead it 5-0. 5 runs on 10 hits. Just 3 hits allowed by twos in 7 shutout innings of work. 3 hits. He walked 2 and K'd 5. So in his first home outing, Harry Twos turns in a great performance. That one's high. It's 1-2. Beg your pardon, 2-2. The left-handed hitting Hancock digs in. Lee sets at the letters and fires high. Filler up 3 balls and 2 strikes. No action in the bullpen. Francisco Aguayo and Aiden Sakai, the other two that could pitch. 3-2 is hit very softly into very shallow left. Boyle's not going to get it. And it dunks in, and for the first time since the leadoff man of the game, there's a runner in scoring position for the Knicks, and they're threatening in a 5-run ball game. That brings up John Holtz, the catcher.
Catcher John Holtz.
I gotta say, there's one of the few games I can't think of many games less interesting. But Tuesday did very well.
That one's high. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Jake Moore, Eli Hancock, I have no idea either.
Holtz, a right-handed hitter, the backstop today. He's grounded out to shortstop and singled. Lee looking to induce another ground ball. Another breaking ball, and this one's high. It's 2-0. As we are quickly losing daylight here in hour 2 between the Knicks and the Anchors. There's a 3rd consecutive breaking ball, but this one's in there for a strike. Runners lead from first and second with nobody out. Twos went 7 shutout innings. He's been lifted for Dylan Lee. The 2-1 caught on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runners lead from first and second. That's Moore from second and Hancock from first. Righty on righty, Lita Holtz, and we're filled up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch from Lee to Holtz is driven out towards center. Bolden gets a late jump on it, chasing back, still back, still back. It's over his head, and it's up against the wall. 1 run's going to score. Bolden finds the cutoff man, and slow coming around was Moore. But home didn't have a play at the plate, so the run comes in to score. Moving to third is Hancock. It's a double for Holtz. And the Knicks are right back in this ball game. It's 5-1 when the runners out at second and third, and still nobody out.
Designated hitter Brandon Herbert.
Tell the name of the school.
The 0-1. Caught on and missed. It's 0-2. Dylan Lee way ahead. The 0-2 pitch is low. Sakai gets away, but he keeps it close. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anchor's lead's been already cut into in the top of the inning, and there's 2 more runs out on the bases, both in scoring position. E6 single double.
It's a lot of work for them to do.
Lee sets. Stares in for a 1-2 curveball just off the corner. Very close pitch from Dylan Lee, who's gone with lots of breaking balls this outing. Shaw came out swinging, went to the fastball, went away. The first K for Dylan Lee. And that brings up Jaden Hung T.O.
It's Jaden on 2.
The first pitch is bounced up the middle. Home charges and can't get it out of his glove, but still in time to get him. Hong Tao was not hustling out of the box. The run does score. It looks like he had that beat out. It was a very slow chopper right over the head of Lee. Home went to get it, could not get it out of his glove at the beginning, but still gets it out of first base.
Ansel Carson.
That's back to the top of the order in Carson. Holtz has a ribby double in the inning. Hong T gets a ribby fielder's choice, and it's a 5-2 ball game with the runner at third base and 2 men out. Lee misses with the first one to the leadoff man Carson, who singled, popped up, and grounded out. He also stole a base. That was all the way back in the first inning. The 1-1 is fouled back to the screen, 1-2. Top half of the 8th inning, it's 5-2, the Anchors over the Knicks. Livingston will look to ask Dylan Lee for just 4 more outs. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? The appeal. He did not, says field umpire Keith Baker. My goodness, it looked like he went around. So the count's even at 2-2. The pitch was high. It was a breaking ball. Carson was fooled, and it looked like he went 3/4 of the way around. Ring him up on that one, though. It took him 1 extra pitch. The curveball drops right down the middle, and the side is retired. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left. Head to the last of the 8th. The Anchors lead cut into, but they still up 5-2. Aiden Sakai leads off the last of the 8th inning in what could be his last at-bat for the Anchors here this 2023 summer, and he starts it by fouling it first base side out of play. Nevin Lee and Louis Zuleika both have already stopped playing with the ball club to train for the upcoming college season. Sakai, grounder to short. Nice play by Tejada. He throws him out, and there's one away. Aiden will start his collegiate career in the fall at a JUCO, and we're still, and we love the time he was with the ball club as he made an all-star appearance for the Anchors, the catcher position, and we wish him nothing but the best in the rest of his summer and in the following season in the fall. That brings up Connor Hennings as Sakai is out 6-3. Connor, the left fielder, an RBI fielder's choice in the first, singled and was stranded at third in the fourth, and he also flew out to right. Here he's behind in the count, 0-2. Popped up, right field again. The first baseman, Taddy, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Okay, who's this guy? Is this Atticus? Yep.
And Atticus Gonzalez is going to come off the bench and hit for Telly Hill.
Anchors batting for the first baseman, Telly Hill. Number 23, Atticus Gonzalez.
He's doing his best Luke Dwight imitation. Yep. No undershirt.
Gonzalez takes the first pitch, that misses for a ball. Telly struck out, was hit by a pitch, and flew out to center in his 3 trips, and takes a breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Gonzalez. Leads the Anchors in average in BACL play and runs batted in. He takes outside here, looking to boost his out-of-league stats in this pinch hit IB.
Where's up for
So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Gonzalez, who chops it foul up the third base line, and we're even at 2-2. The Knicks will send up 2, 3, and 4 in their order in the top of the 9th, trailing by 3 runs. Lee, you assume, would head back out there as there's been no other action in the Anchor pen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Henderson ready to deal to Gonzalez. The 2-2 is low, 3-2. So Gonzalez works the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, last of the 8th. The Anchors looking to ensure what's a 3-run lead, and that's ball 4 to Gonzalez, who draws a walk off the bench.
Center fielder Jordan Bolden.
That brings up Jordan Bolden, who will get his second at bat. He grounded out the shortstop in his first trip. First one in there for a cold strike from Ernie Henderson. So it's no balls and 1 strike to Jordan Bolden, who take the 1-1 to Bolden. Takes a fastball, just misses. Two-1 to Jordan is lined hard and through the left side. Gonzalez holds at second base. Bliscoe, the third base. Chris takes inside. Bliscoe fouls it off. The 1-1 to Bliscoe is back, and Gonzalez heads to third, and moving up 90 feet as well is Jordan Bolden. Bliscoe 1 for 3 on the evening. Chris waits on a 1-2 pitch from Henderson. Bolden leads away from second. Gonzalez away from third. Bliscoe fouls it into the glove and drops in. The count's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The lefty Bliscoe waits on the offer, and it's a mile-high pop-up behind the plate. If it stays in play, it does. The catch is made by Holtz, and the inning is over. So we roll to the 9th inning. The Anchors looking to close it out. They lead 5-2. Two, 3, and 4 will try and spark the rally for the Knicks, who turned a 5-run deficit into just a 3-run deficit in the top of the 8th. They look to climb further back into it here as they had 3 outs to try and tie the ball game against Dylan Lee. It's 1-1 here to Nico Tejada, 0 for 3 on the ball game, a flyout, a strikeout, and a ground out. But 1-1 offer from Lee is a breaking ball high. It's 2-1. Sun's down and the lights have all but taken full effect here at Pat Bale Field. The 2-1 is lined towards right center field. That's going to dunk in and roll into the alley. Going over to pick it up is Bolden. And into second with the leadoff double is Nico Tejada. And Dylan Lee's allowed the leadoff man to reach in both of his 2 innings. So that puts the tying run in the on-deck circle.
First baseman, Joey Taddy.
And Joey Taddy, who's 1 for 3 on the evening. He flew out in the first, popped out in the 4th, and singled in the 7th. Here it's a fly ball to left. Coming on is Boyle, now going back, still drifting back. He makes the catch as he was drifting out towards left center field. The first out is recorded, and that brings up Joey Lovelace, 0 for 2 with a walk. Hughes went 7 shutout innings. Lee gave up 2 unearned runs in the 8th and looks to close out this anchor victory here in the 9th. It has 3 runs of cushion. First one is a fastball low. It's 1-0. Riley Cronin waits on deck. Lovelace hits a hard line drive foul over first. It's 1-1. Lovelace, the right fielder, with an open stance from the right side. Lee staring in to get his sign. Delivers curveball high, 2-1. If you're Lee, you really just don't want to allow one more runner to reach base because that brings the tying run to the plate. Caught on and missed late on a fastball from Lee, who's thrown mainly breaking balls this outing, but goes to the fastball and puts it right past Joey Lovelace. Lovelace a strikeout victim. Back off of 2s in the 7th. Lee's 2-2 pitch, a curveball up over his head. It gets past Sakai, and moving up to 3rd on the play is Tejada, and filler up. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. Lee pitches in a tie ball 4. A walk. So now they have 2 cracks at the tying run, and the first one's Riley Cronin. Cronin has struck out looking, grounded into a fielder's choice, and lined into a double play. That was to end the 7th. Line drive to Chris Bliscoe. Bliscoe threw across the diamond to get him. First one just misses off the inside corner. It's 1-0. If you're an Anchor fan, you're hoping for a ground ball, which could potentially be a game-ending double play. Caught on and missed. He laid on another fastball. It's 1-1. If you're a Knicks fan, you just want to keep the line moving. You have runners at 1st and 3rd. Both those runs are meaningless in a 3-run ball game. The 1-1 just misses up above the zone, and Matt Felter's zone has really closed up here in the late innings. 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 7th for the Anchors. 2 lone runs in the 8th. It is the only time the Knicks have scored. That one's cut on and missed, and the count's even at 2-2. Middle infield for the Anchors plays for 2. Lee's delivery is fouled off first base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners lead from first and third with 1 out here in the 9th. Lee looking to close it out. Struck him out swinging. Cronin cuts and misses. It's the 3rd strikeout for Lee, and the Knicks are down to their final chance, and it comes to the plate in the form of Jake Moore. Moore has walked, flown out to center, and he led off last inning, reaching on an E6. He would later come around to score. The pitch, caught on and missed, late on another fastball from Lee. It's 0-1. Moore represents the tying run here in the top half of the 9th inning. The 0-1 is lined towards right, sinking fast, but the catch is made coming into a slide, and the ball game is over. Harry Tews goes 7 shutout innings, gets the win. The loss to Hogan Weaver. Anchors win by a final of 5-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Knicks. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. The Anchors hit the road. They played 2 in Fresno, and we won't see them back here at the College of Alameda. That's until July 25th. You can catch me here on the call, or you can come out to Pat Bale Field. That's Wednesday, July 25th.
In the heat. And we'll be back here July 25th.
So that wraps up our coverage of Anchor Baseball here on a Sunday evening. Thank you so much for following along in what was a 5-2, beg your pardon, Anchor victory. Harry Tews the win by a final for the Anchors of 5-2. For this Sunday night affair, I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from the East Bay.